Your past is only as relevant as what you choose to do with it. What am I trying to say with this? I spend a lot of time in my head, and only the people who spend time with me get to realize just how much I really enjoy my own company. And I'm not saying this, I'm trying to say this in a way that makes sense without it sounding arrogant, right? Because I used to feel bad about it. I used to feel bad about the fact that I really enjoyed my company. I like spending time in my thoughts. And it's also a slippery slope because I would spend time, I would introspect, and then I would blame myself for everything that was going wrong, or I'll blame other people for everything that was going wrong without finding that, I don't say balance, but being able to objectively see where a problem came from and then solve it as logically as possible. And so when I think of the past, my past, when I reflect upon the past, I realize that it's only the moment when I chose to make use of it that it became relevant to me. When I used my past as an excuse, it wasn't relevant to me. When I used my past, my anger, my hate, and all these things that I was carrying to bring to the present and then to feel all these negative emotions, I never actually made it relevant. It was useless. And so you might be going through something difficult. I mean, I went through a divorce. I moved to a new country, met my fiance. Well, actually, met my fiance. Long story short, we knew each other for about 15 years. I moved to a new country. We got married. It didn't work out. And I sat with that for a while. It was painful. I can only talk about it now and pull all these lessons because I have moved past it like fully. I'm remarried. My life is great. And I'm not saying that it's great as compared to what. It's more like I really enjoy my life now. I still have goals and I'm working on things that I want to get, things that I desire, but I'm not complaining about it. And I try and strive to live my life every day. Like, if this were the last day that I had, right? If this was the only day that I had to enjoy, would I enjoy it? It's a question that most people would rather not talk about. But let's stay on the whole past and relevant thing. Your past is there to remind you or to be helpful, depending on what you choose to do with it. Your past can remind you of the pain, or it can show you how far you've grown. Your past can remind you of mistakes, or it can show you the lessons you've learned. Perspective really can be the key to changing the way you look at things in your life. When you look at things from a different angle, it changes. And I say this because I know too well how dark my life became after my divorce. I know too well how dark my life became when I struggled in high school because I thought I picked the wrong major because of my parents. I know too well how dark my life was when I did not look inside to see what I could have done differently, how I could take self responsibility, how I could build self knowledge, and how I could become more self aware to make better decisions for the future. Long story short, your past can be relevant, but you get to decide how you're going to grow with it. So decide and use it.